Hi, this is Omkar, and this is a session on Informatica data quality. In this session, we would be covering Informatica developer tool and how it is used to ensure data quality. As a part of this session, we would be covering a few things. First is how to create a data object, then create a profile to analyze this data object, configure the profile to analyze the data, and then run the profile and interpret the results. A little advanced topic is adding rules for data validation, and finally how to integrate this data quality mapping with our mapping designer. So let's get started. For purpose of this session, I'm going to use Informatica Power Center Express Edition. So let's launch it, and this is the Informatica developer tool. I'll click on new. The first thing is creating a data object. Data object is nothing but a link to a flat file for us. So I'm going to create a data object here and select flat file data, create from an existing flat file. I'll click on browse. This is the flat file which we are going to use for our data analysis. It is just some random data which I have downloaded from the internet. So I'll click on open and click on next. You can see it has been loaded into our data object. I'll click on next again. Just change the field names, board column names from first. Click on next. Just changing the column names to remove special characters and click on finish. So you can see we have created a data object here and its name is mock data. The next step would be to create a profile based on this data object. There are two ways to do it. Either you could right click on this data object and click on file, or you could right click on the project, click on new and profile. I would go with the first option, right click and profile here, on profile, click on next, and now you can configure this profile according to your requirement. I would be explaining each of this option in detail later on. For now, I'll click on finish, and you can see a profile object has been created here. There are 4 tabs for this. First is overview, definition, results and comments. We are concerned with the results here. Since the profile has not been run yet, you are not getting any values in this particular tab. So to run this profile, I would just right click and say run profile. So once you run the profile, you can see that whenever you click on a particular column here, you would be getting the values in this particular tab. This is how you actually view the results. You could click on any of the columns here and you would get analysis in this particular tab. So we are going to analyze the profile which we have just created. We are going to look at 5 different types of profilings. First is completeness analysis, then uniqueness analysis, values distribution analysis, range analysis and pattern analysis. These are just ways of analyzing and interpreting the results which you have got. So let us start with completeness analysis. Completeness analysis is nothing but how often values have been populated in the particular column. Let us look at the column ID in our data. There are 1000 rows and all 1000 rows have been populated here. You can see that the percentage of null values is 0 here. Similarly, for the column email, the percentage of null values is again 0. So these are not null columns. And if you want to have a look at other columns, let us say last name, then there are 72 values which have been populated as null. In a scenario where you want to have a look at this 72 columns, you can just click here and double click. You can view the results in the data viewer. These are the 72 records where the column has been populated as null. The last name column has been populated as null. Moving on to uniqueness analysis, it is just the percentage of unique values in a particular column. The combination of completeness analysis and uniqueness analysis can be used to determine which is an ideal candidate for the primary key of this table. Let us have a look at the gender column. This is a complete column where all the values have been populated in the column. but it is not a unique column where there are only two values which have been repeated over and over again for 1000 records. So this is not an ideal candidate for our primary key. On the other hand, let us look at email column. There are 1000 unique values in 1000 rows, and it is also a not null column, so the email column can be used as a primary key. Looking at the ID column, this is obviously the first choice for the primary key. It is a numerical column which is completely unique and also not null. Values distribution analysis and range analysis are closely related. Values distribution analysis just shows what are the different values which are present in the column. Now if I click on a column gender, you can see there are 523 records which have been populated with the value female and 477 records which have been populated with the value male. So it just shows what are the different values present in the column. Similarly, if I click on first name, you can see this particular value comes 11 times and the percentage distribution, and similarly for other columns you can have a look. Range analysis is more concerned with the numerical aspects where you can find the statistics, the minimum value, the maximum value, average and median. The way to do range analysis is just click on a numerical column. In our case, let us click on ID. You can scroll here and have a look which is the maximum value and minimum value. Here the maximum value is 1000, minimum value is 1. In detail, you could go to statistics and have a look at the average, standard deviation, minimum length, maximum length, sum, etc. The last type of analysis is pattern analysis, which might be used to implement fuzzy logic. The best way to explain it is using this column, IP address. Now have a look at the patterns here. There are different types of patterns and the value distribution is given across them. If I click on this particular pattern here and double click on it, you can see the kind of pattern this particular column follows. There are 3 digits, dot 3 digits, dot 2 digits, dot 3 digits, which is equivalent to the pattern here. If I click on this particular pattern and double click on it, you can see the pattern changes now. So this is what I mean by pattern analysis. Let us now create another profile which is a little bit customized so that you understand what are the different configurations which can happen. So I would right click, go on profile, select profile here, click on next, rename it and click on next. Now column selection, I'll select only a few columns. I'll not select first name, last name. Just select the IDs and the alternative mails. I'll click on filters, add a filter, click on next, set as active profile filter, or you can name it according to your convenience. Click on next. I'll just add an expression, ID greater than 500, which means only 500 records will be considered here. You could validate the expression, have a preview. You could see the kind of data which will be considered. Once this is done, I would click on finish. The filter has been added here. The third option is sampling option, where you can select a particular subset of the data, or you could select all rows for analysis. Third is drill down, which enables you to have a look at the data at runtime. I'll click on finish now. Rules are the way to standardize the non-standard data present in your profile. In the process of analysis, we can see if we click on gender column, there are some non-standard values here. So let's standardize them using a rule. I'll go to the project, right click, new, and click on maplet. A rule is nothing but a maplet, so I'll just name it, click on finish. Now I'll create the maplet, just drag and drop input and use the expression transformation to standardize the data. I'm going to create one input column where I'm going to take gender as the input, then put it into expression and modify it according to a requirement, and then give it to the output. So it's a very simple rule. Once the maplet is created, I would validate it as a rule. I would right click here and say validate as a rule. You can see the icon is going to change here once there are no problems found. Just save it. You see the icon has changed and it is now a rule. So I can now apply this rule in my profile. The way to do it is go to my profile, go to definitions, rules, go ahead and add the rule. Now, like I told you, there is one input here, so this is the input which I created. I have to give it an input column, so I'll select the input column as gender from the value tab and click on OK. So the rule is now added and I can run the profile again. I'll just save it first, right click, run the profile. Once this is done, you can see the results here. You can see one tab is there for the rule which we added here. Now you can click on gender and you can see there are some non-standard values which are present, but if you click on out gender, you can see all the values have been standardized. This is how you use rules for data validation. Finally, we need to implement these data quality rules in our Power Center Designer. The way to do it is to generate a mapping using our profile. Let's go through our profile first. We'll go to the definitions tab and see what all options we have put in our profile. Column selection is nothing special. All the columns have been selected. We have added one filter which says ID greater than 500. We have added one rule which standardizes the gender. And that's all. Sampling options and drill down options are default. So we'll generate a mapping using this profile. The way to do it is right click on the profile and say generate mapping, and I'm keeping the name as default and clicking finish. You can see a mapping has been generated and all the options have been reflected in the mapping. For example, the filter which was added has been reflected through this object, and a maplet has been added in the mapping to reflect our rule which we incorporated in our profile. So you can see the mapping has been created and this can be used in our Power Center Designer.